friends, I'm Wani and welcome to Wani's house. Today is Sunday, I think it's June the 10th, and I am running some early morning errands. Today was a day this morning that Mr. B and I just wanted to chill and just sleep in, and that's exactly what we did. Yesterday was a pretty busy day. I have started to take out the other beds in the other room, and I put them on the side. Right now my mom says she wants them, and so I'm gonna have to get them down there to her some kind of way. And so I've started. The room is a mess because I've taken everything off the shelves and taken the beds and all the linen and things that I had on those beds. I've washed them and I've placed them into the closet in Poota's room. And so if we have guests or whatever, we will still have bedding for them. And then what I decided I'm going to do, that if we have guests more than, you know, the guests that we normally have, I can get some blow-up beds, excuse me, and have the blow-up beds in that room. So I decided I needed to do this because, one, speaking with my tax preparer, I need to actually have an office, and so an office cannot have a bed in there for tax purposes, because when I work from home and as well as my YouTube, I need to have an office, a dedicated office space. And so that is why I just went ahead and forged on with that. And like I said, I figured regardless of where we go or whatever happens, I still needed that same space regardless, because I still be working from home for my regular 9 to 5, and as long as I have my YouTube channel, I will have that. And then see, so I'm doing that. I started that this weekend. I hung out with my mom yesterday, and my mom always gets me in trouble, so we went shopping, and we went into Kirkland's. I almost bought these 2 lamps from Kirkland's. Oh, I was so close. I had them at the register, and I finally decided against them because I did not go in there for lamps. And if I were to get those lamps, they would have gone in my foyer area, and the lamps, the clear glass lamps that I had in my foyer area, would probably have gone to my bedroom, and the lamps that were in my bedroom would probably have gone into my dining room, which would probably have worked. It would have worked actually, because the item that I'll be sharing with you on an upcoming haul will be in my dining room. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. You will see it. But yes, and I got it at a phenomenal deal. I could not believe it. And I actually might go back tomorrow. No, they're not open tomorrow. So Tuesday, to go back to this place on Tuesday to get some more of these items, because the prices was phenomenal. And then I just don't know. Okay, so it's just a lot of things on my mind right now. Mr. B and I went out last night. We went out to dinner, and where we sat was actually, it was too cold. So now he's coming down with a cold, and when Mr. B gets a cold, it is on 5,000. And so he started sniffling and coughing. So right after breakfast this morning, matter of fact, and so I am gonna go to the store and get him some orange juice and some soup, and I've already given him medicine because of his you know, his kidney transplant. Everything, when he gets a cold, it is always like on 10,000. And then Poota called me. Poota was bitten. We think she was bitten by something over there in Japan, and so she initially thought that it was a bruise and maybe she hit herself, but they just took samples of it, so it looks like it might be this like bacteria that it seems like, from what I'm reading on, it's in the family of staph. But she has had it, she's realized that she's had this probably since August, September, October. So it's gotten a little bit bigger, but it's not like spreading like at a rapid rate like staph would. So that is good. And so all of our research says that, you know, they need to give her some antibiotics, but because she's on this island and they do everything so slow, and her doctor, I think he just wants to be sure that that's exactly what she has. So he took pictures and took it to mainland and discussed it with a group of doctors, and that's what they thought it was, but they needed to get a sample. So she had to go back on Friday so he can cut a sample of the area. And so he's gonna take that, and she went Tuesday so that he can see how it was healing. He gave her stitches, and so she was healing well, and she covered it back up. And so she goes back this coming Friday to get the results, hopefully. And yeah, so guys, please say a prayer for both of them. I'm like all over the place because I feel like I am helpless to her, and I believe like if she was in the big city in Tokyo somewhere, they would have just taken care of this. And I know doggone well, had she been in the US, it would have been taken care of the first time she's gone. But just from my research, it said that she needs to get some type of penicillin or something like that to treat it. And I saw that it would also need, if it's really bad, she would need hospital stay. So I'm hoping and praying, I'm really praying that that is not going to be the case with her. Did I pass my entrance? I did. Anyway, told you guys I'm all over the place. So yeah, I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case with her. I see my camera is trying to focus. So yeah, so hopefully they give it this. And so she has one that's on the back of her leg, and she has two that's come up on her arm, and then one that looks like it's trying to come up on the other arm, she said. So from doing the research, it says she could have been done by a blood bite, a bug bite, or a spider bite or something, and it got infected. And so, you know, her immune system is already low because she has sickle cell trait. And so it's certain things that's just really hard for her to fight off. And I just feel like I'm feeling helpless right now. And, you know, I can't send her things. You can't send medicines over there because they think they're contraband, and vitamins and things like that. And, you know, the food that she's eating over there is totally different. So she might not be getting the same nutrition that she normally gets. And I know a lot of things she isn't getting because it is so freaking expensive to get fruits and certain types of vegetables. So she said she's been like eating a lot of cabbage and broccoli, and she said something else she's been eating. But you know, I think she needs some more green vegetables, and she just needs a more balanced diet, you know. And, you know, a lot of things that they're accustomed to over there, as far as like the bugs and things, her body isn't accustomed to them. They grew up with that. So yeah, so those two things are like weighing heavy on me right now. So I've just been I was fine until today, and she called me and she was worried. I am good until I know that something is on someone else's mind, because if she never let me know that she was worried, then I would have been fine. I mean, I was a little, you know, touched by it. Oh, I should have went that way. But then I was like, okay, but she's okay, you know, fine. But what happened is that she went on WebMD, and you know how WebMD, they magnify everything. And I was like, why, of all sites, why did you go on that? You had been on the other sites and they said basically the same thing. So no, don't go on WebMD. So yeah. So that's happening. So I am running this errand today. I'm because I don't want to be in the kitchen. I just need something to keep my hands and my mind busy. So I have some DIYs that I'm going to work on. I'm working on my office area, and so for dinner I'm making corned beef and cabbage. And so I have my corned beef in the crock pot. I need to go to the farmer's market and get a cabbage and some cornbread. I'm getting Mr. B some orange juice, and then I'll be headed back home, I think. And so yeah, so tomorrow I work from home, so I don't have to do anything, and I can finish up a lot of the little projects and things that I have around there to do. I ordered a new light, and so I have a new light for my office, like filming like umbrella light, and I bought some other things. So and I love how it looks in there. I love how the space is looking already. There's just some other things that I want to get for it, and so I will take you guys along in that process. A lot of you guys have asked about the house hunting, and I went yesterday before I went to go and hang out with my mom to look at a property, and once again I didn't like it. It didn't have any molding in it. The backyard was hecka small. Now and I did see another property that I rode by that my agent sent me, and that I do want to see, and from what it looks like, it was probably the model home in that subdivision, and the back is covered. They completed the back. It has a fire pit that was completed, part of the feature when they show it in the for the model home. It had moldings, and it was fenced, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was really, really cheap. It's way below my asking price, so I need to find out why. And so I told her I was interested in the pictures. Are really nice. It looked like in 1 or 2 areas I would probably have to paint if I were to go on that one, but the price is really good, which is what, no thank you baby, which is what really piqued my interest about this, and the fact that it's in my city, but I don't know where it is in my city, and so I don't know how far it is from the freeway, because you know I have all of these different prerequisites that I am hoping for. But the picture looked really good, and the price, like I said, is phenomenal. And even if I were to get it, it would be, I would have plenty of money to do any little upgrades that might need to be done. So I'm really gonna check. I told her I wanted to see that one, so I was hoping that she would call me today and say we can see it today, but I guess hopefully maybe it'll be tomorrow, since I'm off half day tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I'm really interested to see where it is, and I guess I really could have looked online to kind of see where it was. I did not do that. So that's what's happening over here at Wani's house. I'm here at my location. I just wanted to catch you guys up on what was going on, just to say hi and to say a prayer for my 2 loves, and that we get good news from Puda next week, and they actually start to treat what is going on with her with some antibiotics. I just really wish she was here and it would have been done. It would have been done. But if I don't know, if she has to come home, we'll just get her home so that she can get whatever she needs to get done for 2 weeks, and then she has to go back. I don't know how we will do this, but it'll get done. She'll get home if she needs to get home, and I know she will probably be kicking and screaming, but yeah. So, but the other good thing about that is that this will be her last year on that island. She is going to request to move inland, and this could probably be a way that she can do it, because she's just had so many issues with her allergies, that her allergies are like intensified there, and these little things that are happening with her. So hopefully, God willing, that all this will play in her favor, and she will be able to go somewhere else, but she had already planned to leave in April and to apply to be on mainland. So I'm hoping that she'll get a place that's just as great as what she is right now, but not so isolated. That is what's killing her, the isolation and having to get used to all these new things. Because when she was there and she was studied abroad, she was still in the countryside. She was like she was near the beach in the mountains of an area called Beppu, and so she didn't have any of these issues. She didn't have any health issues. She didn't have no allergies. It was just, and it's because it's not far from a volcano. So she said it smelled like sulfur. So the sulfur was actually good for her skin, and people actually go there for like their warm springs. So it's like a destination site, like a resort site that people go to. So she had a really great experience there, but this right here is just totally different. So even the year that she was there before, she had none of this. So anyway, I am here. I hope you guys have a great day. I pray that you guys have an amazing week, and I am going to go in here and get these things, and then I am going to head back home. I also think I might stop at Home Depot or Lowe's because I need some shelving. We'll see. So yeah, that is what's going on. I am beginning to plan. I don't know if I'm gonna have anything for the 4th of July. I want to, because since we were supposed to be rained out Memorial Day, so I canceled everything I want to do for Memorial Day because we were supposed to have rain that entire weekend, and we did not. If we did, it didn't happen on my side of town. So I was mad about that. So I might do something for 4th of July, since I have all that stuff from Memorial Day, and I'm going back and forth, and all that is going to be dependent on what's going to be happening with Puda. Because if we still here at gate number 3, I'm not gonna feel like doing anything. I just need her to be seen, and I need some stuff to be happening. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.